Hello, everybody. Excuse me. Jen here from Witch City Tarot Gathering, and today we actually have 3 interviews today. It's going to be a busy day. So first up, we have Laura Zaycroft, and she is a artist. She's just like a creator extraordinaire. I see her popping up here. And she will be vending at the Witches Night Market, which is on Saturday, July 23rd. The doors open at 6:30. It is free to the public, so you definitely want to try to get there if you can. So let's get Laura on. Let's see. Make sure she pops on okay. I can't even believe we're a couple weeks away. Hello!
Hi.
We meet again.
It's working. First time.
Yay! I know. It's always like like the other day, like Instagram and we weren't getting along. So today I'm like, please just cooperate with me. So make it happen. So how are you? You have been a very busy person the last few weeks.
Yeah, it feels like it's unending, and just for I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a little vacation. Oh wait, no, I'm going on tour for like a week and a half.
Oh, never mind.
And then there's the conference. So I'm like, oh
yeah, here we go again. No, I love it though. It's so exciting though to be able to go back in person and do all the things, even though it's like, and I totally agree, and I feel like everything's just coming up so quick too. Like I'm like, even for the conference, I'm like, oh, I have time. Now it's only a couple weeks away. And I'm like, oh, well, I got to get my own stuff together. I've been getting everyone else together.
Right.
So it's just crazy.
I swore I thought there was another week left in June. I was like, there's another weekend, and then there's July 1st. I'm like, shit, it's this. No, it's right now. It's here.
It's here. No, because I did the exact same thing. I totally tried to add a week in. So you are not the only one. So we got this. It's all good. So you will be vending at the event, which I'm so excited. And then I get to meet you in person, which I'm even more excited about. It's going to be awesome. And then so why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do, and then what you'll have at the table.
Hi, so I am an artist, I'm an author, and my work explores witchcraft, the esoteric, the mythical, basically putting into visual capacity things that we only just feel and experience, right? To bring it to the indescribable made visible. So I think it's the collective body of my work, and so I'll be having prints and note cards, Hannah Bell's prints on wood, as well as
Oh,
hopefully the second oracle that I've worked on, which I have a sneak peek.
Oh, let me see.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so awesome. Oh my gosh, how exciting. Yay.
It's here. Which hopefully means it'll be in the warehouse soon and shipping everywhere. It's early, which, considering everything that's happened in the last 2.5 years, is like, what? It's here?
Like, oh really? Wait, are you sure?
Is it, yeah, I was like, is this just like the scouter, and it's going to be 3 months before the rest of them show up? I know, hopefully not.
Right.
But it does seem like they'll be landing shortly in the warehouse. So I will have this on top of the Liminal Spirits Oracle, and also a selection of my books as well.
Oh, cool. And so why don't you tell us, actually, I have your books sitting here because I always have them out around, but why don't you tell everybody what your 2 books are?
So with books, let's see, going back.
You have more than 2, but
yeah, like I think I just finished number 10. So.
Oh, 10. Yeah. I was thinking the last couple. That's what because I know I had 2 sitting here, and that's so I said 2. I don't know why I did that.
It's okay. It's totally fine. It's sort of like it starts with a couple, and then suddenly, they're like rabbits. Yeah.
Yes, well, you would hope anyway. That's awesome.
Oh, pedible. Yeah, furry. So going back chronologically, last summer we had Anatomy of a Witch release, which is all about looking at your body as your most powerful magical tool. Prior to that, we have, after that, like what's the order? Sigil Witchery and Weave Liminal. which folks mostly are familiar with. Sigil witchery is
Mhm.
about crafting intuitive, personal sigils, symbols of magic for yourself. We have the liminals about modern traditional witchcraft. Also, we have the Witch's Cauldron and the Witch's Altar, as well as the New Aradia, a guide to magical resistance. And the Liminal Spirits Oracle is in there too. So.
Yes. Oh my gosh. No, that's so exciting. I love it. So, and I know you do all this beautiful, beautiful artwork. And how long does it usually take you to do a piece? Like on average?
It depends. Usually a couple days. So right now, I'm working on a new pen and ink piece that's going to be part, hopefully, of a book series, as well as raising money for reproductive rights and a lot of things that are going on. So that's been about a 2 to 3 day actual process, but it's been weeks and weeks of thinking about the art.
I see.
It's like it's got to percolate and take form. And I see my brother joined. Hi, Denny. And then things like, paintings are also tend to be a few days in there, and also just like months of thinking about it, where the oracles, when I work on them, I sit down and that's my existence from anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. Like that's all I do is, creating the images. And because I can't just do a little like, card a week.
Right. No, and I totally, I think that's the way to do it too, because like you're in the zone and then just like go with it. I love that. Like that's even just like with writing too. Like it's hard to like start then stops. And unfortunately life gets in the way, and sometimes you have to, because you gotta like eat and do adult things sometimes, which is stupid. But I totally know what you're saying about that. And so so do you have a favorite medium that you like to use, or does that also kind of ebb and flow depending on the project? Like it kind of tells you where it wants to be put?
It really does depend on the project. So the Anatomy of a Witch Oracle is pen and ink and then watercolor,
Oh, wow.
which I'll give you a little sneak peek for folks. So
I love it.
This pulls upon my printmaking background of doing really fine lines with intaglio and hand coloring things, where the Liminal Spirits Oracle was all acrylic on birch panels. Those tend to be, I either do lots of like detailed pen and ink and then adding color to them, and then just lots of wood-based painting, getting into the nitty-gritty of it. So it's a very Gemini thing. I like this and I like that.
Yes. There you go. See, and I have so many Geminis in my life too. I kind of like collect them. It just happens. And I'm a Libra, and I know it's like a compatibility thing too, but it's just so funny because I noticed that I have so many Geminis in my life. So I think that's awesome that you're a Gemini. I love that. So now, why do you pick wood? Like what is it about wood that you like to create on?
I love the smoothness of the surface. Like I primarily use birch panel, which when it's good quality, it's very fine. Cedar can also be that way too if it's older cuts of cedar. And it's got a life to it, of course, right? Coming something from a tree, that there's often patterns within the wood. So I love picking up on those and pulling those into the painting. Even when I'm doing my prints and embellished prints on wood, I often look at the grain of the wood to see what piece would go well with the energy of the print. So it's not just slap, any old thing on wood.
Right.
And there's no other kind of texture. Like I hate canvas. Canvas is a little bubbly thing. I'm also like the whole like the linen cards, like the decks. I'm like, this annoys me because it interferes with the image.
Right.
I love a good smooth surface. There's also, I like paper. So both of those things has a set of a life to it. And it feels like a surface that you can really honor and connect with.
Right. And I love it. And they're both just kind of wood all together anyway. So that obviously is your preferred medium. I love that. But, and I love how you're also taking the wood and you're paying attention to the grain and you're working that right into your art too, because, you never know what the grain's going to be when you pull it up. So I love that you like have that image and then you look at it and you like just, weave it in. So that's really awesome. I love that. I'm so excited to see what you have. And, I'm always, obviously follow you online and all that stuff too. And you're always posting amazing stuff. So why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on all of the things?
So main site, you can go to lauratempestzachroff.com, which gets you to the realm of things. Or if you just follow me here on Instagram, there's a link tree. That's probably the easiest way, because the link tree has all of the relevant things. Like
it's so handy.
Link tree, it just makes life easier. Like
it does. I love my link tree. It's just, I'm not here, just go there.
Yeah. Just find it. You'll find the shop. You'll see my schedule and where I'm going to be at. I'll be at Mystic South before I get up to Salem. So it's like from the south to the north.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Now where is that?
It's in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yep.
Oh, wow. So now do you usually drive to each of these because you have all these things to bring with you? Like, how do you do this, Laura? Like, tell me. I need to know.
So prior to 2020, my partner and I did a lot of traveling where we do tours anywhere from 2 to 6 or even up to 8 weeks long all over the country, as well as, traveling outside of the United States. And that obviously hit a screeching halt.
Oh, yeah. As it did most everything.
Yeah. And, now we've been doing a little bit of traveling. Like when we went to Paganicon, we flew out for that. We flew to Louisiana for an event, all very safe protocol events as well. But for Atlanta, it's like, no, Nathan is going to be performing and I've got an art set up. And like, do we want to fly or drive? And with like the beginning of this was back when the gas prices were just starting to go up. We're like,
oh, right. Yes. Yeah, that's a hard one.
Which way do we go? And, I was like, do we care? Do we, try to pack everything and like, get it? I love Southwest. We can get 2 free bags each. That's wonderful. But it's still, not bringing everything. So we decided we do a mini tour, come see my family for a bit and then stop at a couple places, not like a huge one. So like, we're just going to hightail it down in 2-3 days down to Atlanta. And then we're going to drive back in so that I have like 3 days to relax.
Yes. Good. Yes. Relax-ish.
Before I drive to Salem. So.
Oh my God. That's awesome though. I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited that you're able to even get to do all these things, even though it's a lot. Like, I'm so happy that everybody's just out and about and seeing everyone again. It's so cool. I love that. Well, I'm so excited to see you and to meet you and see what you have at your table. And thanks for coming on real quick and just letting us know what's going on with you. And everybody, thanks for hopping on. If you have any questions for Laura, you can just put them in the comments and I could get them to her. But make sure to visit her table at the Witches Market on July 23rd. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me and I will see you in a few weeks.
All right. Looking forward to it. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.